Good morning. And how is everyone? This is Dr. Darlene Williams-Prades, CEO and founder of Superior Love Forever, where we are here to help your relationships heal and restore and go forward to build a bigger legacy. On today's topic, Relationship Matters, we're going to talk about boundaries. Boundaries are a very important thing to have in your life. Boundaries are rules or limits that people set to protect their security and well being. And it defines what behaviors are acceptable for them. They can be physical, such as do not touch me, or emotional, such as do not lie to me. Boundaries can make people feel safe, gain clarity, and grow as individuals. The highest part about boundaries is not setting them, it's keeping them and enforcing them. But you must reevaluate your boundaries because the boundaries you have for your family, your friends, your partners, and your coworkers will be or may be different. Setting boundaries is a form of self care. It helps to create a clear guideline or a set of rules or limits on how you would like to be treated. They let others know what's important and what is not okay or acceptable to you. It honors your needs, your wants, and your desires so that you feel respected and safe. As students, boundaries also help to avoid burnout, stress, and anxiety. And it does the same thing for parents and for friends and for work. It can also help prevent financial and emotional burdens. Relationship boundaries are limits that define what you expect and tolerate from your partner in your relationship. They can be physical or emotional and help you protect yourself and your partner, creating a comfort in both the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, social, and financial spaces. Boundaries can also help you live by your values and priorities and keep that clarified as an individual person. Boundaries can apply to any type of relationship, friendships, partnerships, marriages, families. For example, you might set a boundary with your partner by asking them to respect your feelings if you're okay with them going out once a week, but not twice. Or another example could include if you have a roommate and you ask your roommate not to go through your things, your phone, or go into your personal space. Asking your spouse to accept that your goals and dreams may differ from theirs is another set of boundaries. Setting boundaries around joint versus separate finances. Once again, you're setting the boundaries. When setting your boundaries, it's important to communicate clearly and assertively. You can use I statements to express your feelings and needs without blaming others and try to be direct, but also be respectful. That is the key. Now, here's some tips for setting boundaries, and this is how. First, recognize you deserve to be treated with respect at all times. You are worthwhile. You are a worthy person. Second, take a second to define and acknowledge what boundaries you may or may not have already set in your relationship before moving forward full steam ahead. Thirdly, recognize what boundaries you would like to set in place. What are your needs? What are your wants? What are your desires? Please know boundaries you set for friends, as I said previously, may look very different than what you will set for your family, your coworkers, your partner, even your children. Or lastly, communicate your boundaries in a respectful manner and use respect for other people's boundaries. So, to recap, with boundaries, we need to be self aware, consider what's impacting you and your tendencies. We need to reflect, and we need to think about the needs, struggles, and how they affect your relationship. Openly, honestly communicate. That means open communication and actively listening, respecting other people's boundaries, but state your boundaries kindly and yet assertive. Be clear and concise. Have clear and reasonable consequences for crossing the boundary lines that you set. If someone talks over you, you can say, I feel disrespected when you talk over me. And maybe they won't do it again. When you have your conversation, the boundary is now set. So be clear and be concise and check in. Continually evaluate whether your boundaries are working for you. Some people may struggle with setting boundaries because they fear social consequences, believe they are less worthy than others, or consistently put their needs aside for others. However, people with healthy boundaries can still be comfortable, openly communicate, actively listen, and receive the respect that is due them, opening themselves up to close relationships of intimacy. Boundaries are important in every single relationship. Remember to communicate your boundaries in a respectful manner and respect other people's boundaries. I am Dr. Darlene Williams-Prades, CEO and founder of Superior Love Forever. Schedule a call today. You can reach me at superiorloveforever@gmail.com or go online to www.superiorlove.net. I'm right here. This has been Dr. Darlene Williams-Prades. This has been Relationship Matters.